Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. Welcome to the channel. Today I have another collective reading for you. I already went ahead and pulled the cards. And so for today's collective reading, we're really just focusing on this message from Spirit for you and kind of where you should focus your energy. And so if this feels like something that you're drawn to watch, if you feel like this is a message the universe wants you to watch, definitely continue to do so. If not, I'm going to have other videos for you to watch linked in the cards above. I want to say if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every single week, including more collective readings like this. I also post zodiac readings and pick a pile readings along with other educational videos to help you all along your spiritual journeys. And I also post unboxings of different tarot and oracle decks. And if you want to get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. And so getting into today's reading, you have the Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords reversed, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Great Adventure, Take a Risk, Venture Forward, Star. The silver energy of this star brings good luck and serendipity. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. And so what I'm sensing for your collective message today is that you are being called to seize other opportunities, go on other adventures, and create things for yourself. Create this energy of growth, learning, and expansion by actually pushing yourself out of your comfort zones and actually taking risk and doing things for yourself. I feel like right now, in order to reach your alignment, in order to be more at peace with yourself, there's this energy of needing to push through things and not slow down, not stop. And I say this because not only do you have this Great Adventure card, but you also have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is this card that depicts an energy of actually taking action, doing things, creating other opportunities, and seizing the moment. The Three of Wands is like, okay, let me take this breath, let me hype myself up, and then I'm gonna go for it. And it's about not slowing down. It's like, taking a moment to gravel with the fact of things, or to understand things, process things, but then you're acting on them. You're not just sitting, you're not just waiting with this Three of Wands. And I also feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, this is an energy about like being a messenger, being someone who's having these conversations with people and really changing your perspective on things. And so I feel like when it comes to these great adventures, the reason the universe is pushing you towards them and telling you to start doing things is because this is how you learn. Just like how a toddler learns from experimenting, falling down, and picking themselves back up, that's what you need to do right now. I think you're being too stagnant, and I think you're allowing too many people to get in your head that you aren't actually doing things for yourself, and therefore you're not teaching yourself how to keep pushing forward and how to pick yourself back up. I think you have this energy of when you fall down, you allow it to defeat you, and that's causing issues in your life. And I say that because not only do you have the Page of Swords reversed, which is this energy of kind of being stuck in your own way and getting this tunnel vision and thinking that there's only one way to do things, but then you also have this Five of Cups. And this Five of Cups energy is this energy about crying over things that went wrong and crying over things that are now no longer what they were. And so both of these cards represent this energy of being discouraged when things that you thought you were working towards, things that you wanted, don't go your way, they don't go to plan. And it's because you have this tunnel vision that you are not adapting, you're not changing. And so I think the reason that the universe wants you to take a risk is because this is going to force you to adapt. It's going to force you to change. Not everything's going to go your way. There's going to be the unpredictable things. There's going to be unforeseen events. And so you need to learn how to adapt. You need to learn how to grow and change your perspective, have multiple different perspectives, and challenge yourself in order for you to actually learn to adapt and roll with the punches and go with the flow of things. And I also feel like when it comes to this Five of Cups, you have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is this energy about balance. In this card, it looks like she's meditating, so she's really taking time to gather her thoughts, gather her clarity, and figure out some answers and guidance that she needs, and take time to ground herself, where she's approaching things with a smart, level-headed, emotionally balanced mind. And so when it comes to this Five of Cups energy, I get the sense that like some of you, it's like you're crying over things you don't need to be crying about. It's like you're getting upset over things that are actually not a problem. They're actually just a change in your perspective. It's like you spilt all these cups, but the thing is, just because it's not what you wanted doesn't mean that you can't turn it into something good. It doesn't mean that you can't take the cups that you spilt and use it to either create something new, or to say, okay, I needed to release that. I need to let that go. Now I'm going to work with the remaining things that I have, the things that have not went wrong. I think you have this energy of getting stuck in your own way because you don't like to fail. And I think you think that when things go wrong or don't go how you planned, it means failure. And I think that's where you really have to change your perspective and learn a lot, because just because things don't go your way doesn't mean you failed. And I think this is like where there's this subconscious block that you have to work through. Because I really get the sense you are equating the two. You really think that failure and things going unexpectedly is the same. And I want you to sit with yourself for a moment. And I want you to actually think about times in your life where things did not go your way. And then I want you to think of all the negative things they led to. But I also want you to think about all the positive things they led to. And I want you to ask yourself, how many of those unexpected things would you define as a failure? And I think this also begs into the question, how do you personally define a failure? Because a failure is when things don't work. There's no way to make them work. It is where everything that was planned now stops and there's no way to continue on with it. A failure is when you have been defeated and when there is no overcoming that defeat. And so the reason why I want you to do this exercise where you see what these things led to that were also good is because if these unexpected events in your life, cause some issues, maybe cause some level of failure, but then you were able to turn around and adapt into something better, or there was another opportunity that came out of it, that is not really failure. That's change. That's maybe disappointment. But besides being disappointed, there's not really anything to fear with that. And so with you fearing the changes, that is actually causing you to psych yourself out where you think that just because things didn't go your way means this negative energy, means this negative emotion that you are now associating with it, and therefore it's causing you to stunt yourself because you're afraid to go after what you want for fear that it doesn't happen exactly the way you want it to, therefore leading to that failure and disappointment. And that's why I want you to do this exercise to teach yourself those things are nothing to be fearful of, and they're not things that you should actually listen to prevent yourself from growing and going for what you want. I feel like right now you're not in sync with your alignment, and if you want to get in sync with your alignment, you have to push yourself past this comfort zone, and you have to allow yourself to change, to adapt, and work with the flow of things like this Two of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles is all about adaptability. It's all about change. And so the thing is, it's like just because you have this change that's scary doesn't mean that you shouldn't do things. Everything in life has its pros and its cons, but just because it has its pros and its cons doesn't mean you should miss out on really good opportunities because you're afraid of them. And I feel like that's why Spirit was giving you this message, because it's like right now you're not in alignment, and Spirit wants you to get more back in alignment so you don't miss out on things that are actually good for you. Again, just because things don't go to plan doesn't mean that they're going wrong. There's a difference between taking an unexpected way and being wrong, and it's like you're equating the two when they're not the same. And then you have the Star. The silver energy of Star brings good luck and serendipity. I feel like right now you're also being called to listen to signs from the universe, or listen to signs from your intuition. Some of you, this is going to be angel numbers. Some of you, this is just going to be something that you're called to do. But I really feel like there's this great adventure that you're meant to do. There's this action that you're being called to actually take in your life, regardless of the risk, because it's going to end up bringing good luck. It's going to work out. You have wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. You're never going to achieve your dreams if you don't go for them, if you don't act for them. If you are feeling like you're out of alignment and you're not working on bringing yourself into alignment, you're never going to be aligned. And then you have the Festival, creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. You can create the blueprint. And so just because you create the blueprint of your life, that's a guideline. That's not something you have to follow to a T. You are still working on a fantastic party or event. So regardless of what changes from the initial blueprint, you can still turn in your favor to have fun. Make it fantastic. Make your wishes come true. Make it bring in this energy of good luck. Allow these things to work for you instead of hindering you. I feel like right now your fear is your own worst enemy, and it's your fear over this failure, and that's where you really have to get out of your head and define what failure is and actually see if that's actually something that has happened a lot in your life. And if it has happened a lot in your life, ask yourself why, but also like redefine what failure is. And I feel like a lot of you are going to realize this is a subconscious self-limiting belief. It's not actually failure. And I feel like this message is a little bit short, but I feel like Spirit really just just want you to do this exercise with yourself and figure out why you are thinking of failure in this way, and allow it where you start to make these small changes in your mindset where you are not equating them to be the same, because they're not the same. And the way you're going to allow your life to transform and bring in all this positive energy is by understanding they're not the same and actually allowing yourself to change your perspective, adapt yourself, grow yourself, better yourself, educate yourself, take a number of these chances on yourself so that you're not dependent on everyone else. You're not dependent on the way that things have to be. Because I think right now there's this sense of lack of control in your life. And I think the universe wants you to find your alignment so you understand that you are in control and you understand the power you have over yourself and the power that your mindset has, so that you are able to move forward in a way that's productive, in a way that you enjoy your life. Spirit doesn't want you to miss out on your life, and Spirit doesn't want you to allow other things to define your life and define your own happiness. I feel like right now with these two cards, the Page of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups, it brings this energy of disappointment and this energy of not allowing yourself to pick yourself back up. I think when it comes to finding your alignment, it's not about never being afraid or never allowing yourself to feel this disappointed or be upset, but it's about understanding just because you feel this way doesn't mean you can't pick yourself back up. The Great Adventure and the Three of Wands is this energy about experiencing things and going out and taking action on your life, seizing the moment. And so because of that, it's like, yeah, you're going to have things that knock you down. You're going to have these setbacks, but you have to embody this childlike energy where you pick yourself back up regardless and you become more resilient. I think your issue is right now you're not acting very resilient. You're not acting very strong. You're acting very weak in a sense, because instead of trying to improve yourself, you're trying to shield yourself. And it brings me to this quote where it's like, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And so it's like, if you're trying to improve your life, if you have all these goals and you want to get them, you're not going to get them by not acting on them. And you're also not going to allow yourself to bring in stability, bring in security, because your weakest link will always be your downfall. And so when you're not working on strengthening your weakest link or your weak spot in your life, if you're not working on understanding where your vulnerabilities are, acknowledging them and trying to improve them, that is always going to be a way that people can get in your head. They can hold you back. This allows people in your life who don't have the best intentions for you to make you feel insecure. And it also allows this place of stagnancy to stem from within you, where it's like, yes, I want all this, but I'm too afraid, so I'm not going to get it. And therefore, it's like you are losing out on your own happiness. And so it's like when you're only as strong as your weakest link, you're not willing to improve it, you're only hindering yourself, you're only going to hurt yourself, and you're not going to be in alignment with yourself. And so if you're wanting to get in alignment with yourself, you have to be really honest with yourself right now. It's not fun. Trying to do this inner healing is not always fun 100% of the time, but it's going to feel very rewarding. That's the thing about being in alignment, is you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for others. You're not doing it for others' validation. And so it's not always going to be fun, but you're going to feel very accomplished, and you're going to feel like you have a better understanding of who you are and what you want, and therefore it's going to make you energetically feel better about yourself, and it's going to make you happier in your life because you're living your life for yourself. You're not allowing others to define it for you. You're not living it for others, and you're also not living it out of fear. It's like you're freeing your mindset. And so again, like, I know this was the short message, but I feel like Spirit just wanted you to hear this so you understand it, so you stop allowing yourself to live in this limbo. You stop allowing yourself to live in this disappointment, and so that you stop not living your life for the fear of failure, and now you can start enjoying your life, working on yourself, working on bettering yourself, changing your perspective, and actually getting out of your own head so that this adventure can happen and you can make your wishes come true. I feel like just taking some chances on yourself and pushing yourself past your comfort zone is gonna allow a lot of things in your life to transform for the better. And so it's like, you can't get to this point if you're holding yourself back every step of the way. If you never take this step forward, you won't get the things you want. And so I feel like that's where I'm gonna leave the reading for today, because I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to think over, and really start to understand, really start to break down and work out your own subconscious blocks. If you don't take the steps to let go of this fear now, and you don't allow yourself to take this step forward for this great adventure, you're never going to end up with the things you want. And therefore, you're never going to be fully complete, because you're not going to have the things that actually make you feel complete, because you are not going and trying to complete your life. It's like you're trying to let the universe complete your life. You're trying to let others complete your life. And yes, that's going to make you happy to some extent, but not the same way that you taking care of yourself is going to make you feel. And so let me know in the comments down below if this resonates for you, or if you have any questions or you need me to re-explain anything, because I know this was a short message, but I feel like it's one you definitely need to hear, and I would really love to have a conversation with any of you who are needing to find some more ways to work on yourself and your own healing journey down below if you have any questions on that. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family. And like I said earlier, I'm going to have more videos linked in the cards above for you to watch next. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.